All right. Welcome to this really, really exciting, I'm not going to say class, conversation that we are about to have about this idea of living your most powerful life.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, I think we have both gotten a taste in the past couple of weeks of really what that statement can mean. So we're just going to dive right in and let's see if I can click to the next. Oh, even works. And just share with you what our goals are for today. So what we're really going to be talking about is our metabolism or our metabolic health. And what we want to understand is, are we in control of our metabolism, or is our metabolism actually controlling our behaviors? Why we need a metabolic health awakening, the relationship between health span, biological aging, and metabolic health. And some of those may be new kind of terms or words for you. So hopefully by the end of this, those will be familiar. And finally, the tools that you need to slow biological aging and put more life into your years. So let's dive right in.
Okay. I'm going to first ask for a little grace. I'm going to be honest because I'm learning kind of as you guys go too. So maybe I might have a hiccup here or there because I'm in my learning process. I know Rachel will tag in immediately because she's got those learner strengths way better than I do. But we're going to get through this together. And that's the best part of this journey, is we're going to go on it together. So this was so interesting to me when I heard this at convention, was what's preventing you from living your most powerful life? I get it. Weight. I thought definitely stress. But I also thought about the other things they were talking about, like connection, how strong that is and how that affects our metabolic health. So energy, weight, mood, sleep, clarity, stress, these are all things that I want to have be better. Like, that's the best way to say, like, I want to increase my energy. I want to have a healthy weight for my body and frame. I want to have a good mood. I want to de-stress. I definitely wanted that brain fog that I just blame on being a mom to lift. And I am always looking for better sleep.
All right. So let's start with this. What is metabolic health? And this was a question that I really had to reframe in my mind, because up until relatively recently, when I heard the word metabolism, what I thought of was the ability of my body to lose weight, right? And phrases like, oh yeah, when I was younger, I had a really high metabolism. Or as I've gotten older, my metabolism has slowed down. And it was always in terms of, could I eat a whole bunch of junk food and would I gain weight or not gain weight? And that's not actually what metabolic health is about, right? It's really about the body's ability to digest and absorb and utilize the nutrients in the food that we eat, and how that cascades into a series of reactions within the body, how we make energy, how our body processes sugar, and all of the things that those then can come to impact. Oh, you're muted, Trish.
Sorry, I sneaked, I did a little bit of a early start there to the healthy connections part, but it was something that stuck in my mind so clearly from the last convention. The 5 pillars of metabolic health: healthy eating. We know that, but what we don't always remember is that the food we're eating today is not as nutritionally dense as it was 30, 40 years ago. So we have to go to that other one over there, smart supplementation. We have to do it. Are the food we're eating just isn't the same? An apple today is not the apple from 30, 40 years ago. We're just not getting those nutrients. Our soil is not as nutritionally dense. We need that smart supplementation as our foundation. We always say there's no magic oil in a bottle, right? We need that healthy foundation. We need the daily movement, as much as we'd like to not, but we have to have that daily movement. Stress management, using our oils, using methods that we have found that work for us to manage our stress is so important. And healthy connections. If we've learned nothing over the last 2 years, is we need those human connections. We need the hand outstretched, holding on to ours, the pat on the back, just being in a circle of friends and you're laughing and that energy is high. We need that. And it's affecting your metabolic health, which was mind blowing to me. I had no idea.
All right. Here's the statistic that really got my attention when I first heard it a couple months ago. Only 6.8% of the adult population in the United States actually has optimal metabolic health. So that means if you were to think of 14 adults that you know, 13 of them, so 13 out of 14 adults do not have optimal metabolic health. And so when we're talking about that, we're talking about biomarkers like blood pressure, blood sugar, insulin, weight, all of those kinds of things that that show up when you go for a physical or you go for blood work with your, with your doctor, whether it's every year or less often than that. Less than 7% of the population actually has completely optimal numbers in all of those areas. That's staggering to me. And it's such a wake-up call that this is something that we all need to pay attention to.
Yeah, and everything that Rachel just said, all those biomarkers, everything, our metabolic health and our biological age, like the age our body is living in present day, they're inseparable. And that's why we start to wonder, like, how can we change this? How can we better our metabolic health to improve that lifespan, health span differential there? So let's go on to see how we can do that.
So we have this incredible system that we want to introduce to you that's called Metapower. Meta stands for metabolic, and the PWR stands for personal wellness realized. Okay. Now, just to kind of circle back to what Trisha was just talking about, and I want you to think about the last time maybe you went to a high school or a college reunion and you haven't seen these people in 20, 25, 30, maybe more years. And you look around the room and some of those people, they look great, right? And then there's others and you're like, ooh, they have not aged well, right? That's because our biological age doesn't necessarily match our chronological age, right? Everybody in the room is the same age. You all graduated at the same time. But the ones who seem to be aging faster, what you're seeing on the outside is a reflection of what's happening on the inside. But here's the coolest part. With this system, we can actually start to turn back the clock and reverse some of that kind of quicker aging that we may have put our bodies through at an earlier point in our life. So let's talk about how to do that. Do you want to introduce the video?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was looking at a different slide. I thought metabolic one was next. Sorry, hiccup. All right, so we're going to hear this awesome testimonial. And I love this one because immediately some people check out when they're listening about Metapower, like, oh, well, it's not for me. I already live this great healthy lifestyle. I do yoga every day. I work out. I eat healthy. I don't need this. Let's hear from Orion.
So whenever I was first asked to try out Metapower, I honestly was kind of wondering, how much would it actually do for me, right? So I was already eating healthy, I already regularly exercise, I'm young, and I'm on all of our oils, all of our supplements, I drink plenty of water, I kind of felt like I checked all of the boxes. And as I started using them by like day 2, I was like, oh, I can tell a difference with this. I have really worked with my blood sugar my entire life. I rarely had an appetite. I was just really never very hungry, and I didn't really feel like eating. And this really affected my energy and mood. I would just really feel like I hit this wall of fatigue. So since I started using the Metapower products, the most life-changing aspect for me has been the stability in my blood sugar. This was, for me, a newfound freedom. I really noticed improved blood sugar stability on day 2 because I was hungry and I felt like eating, which was really rare for me, honestly. Having improved my appetite, I'm now able to eat more, which has given me even more energy and more stamina. Just the other day, I ran 6.5 miles, which is over double kind of the usual distance that I would do. And I didn't feel fatigued or hit that wall that I normally would have. It honestly felt like I was gliding. I felt stronger, and even at the end, I still felt energetic. I've called this rocket fuel because of all the sustained energy and stamina that it's given me.
Do you want to say anything about that, or should we move on?
Let's move on. I think he says it all, and I just love how he puts it in perspective of how he was skeptic too. We get it, but he saw incredible results in his body. I just love it.
All right, so we are moving on to the first part of this system, the Metapower Metabolic Blend. Now, this blend is at the heart of the system and is actually in every single product. The entire formulation of this blend, one of the things that I've been so impressed with is the scientific rigor that went in to not just choosing the oils that are in this blend, but really getting them to the exact right ratio to be able to get the maximum benefit. And so I like to call this blend willpower in a bottle because it's so amazing at helping to curb cravings. I have some actually in my water bottle right here, that Trisha has some in hers too. And the other really cool thing that this blend does is you see this phrase on the screen, inhibits fat cell maturation. So I was actually a little intrigued by that. And what I learned as I dug into it a little bit more is that there's actually some not yet published preclinical research by Roseman University of Health Sciences that has shown that this blend can actually inhibit the maturation of new adipose fat cells. So it actually can slow down the process of those cells growing in your body, and it can slow down or inhibit the growth of existing fat cells. So our fat cells, what they do is store all of these lipids, right? These fats, and they can grow larger and larger. Obviously, we don't want that. And this oil is shown to be effective at actually slowing that growth, which mind-blowing.
It's amazing what our oils can do, and it tastes so good. I love it throughout the day. I want to talk to you guys really quickly about Metapower Assist. So this is a blend. It is a capsule, and it has grapefruit essential oil, lemon. It has the Metapower blend in it. It also has mulberry leaf extract, and it is amazing. I only take this, well, I'm gonna lie. Some days I've taken it once a day, some days I've taken it twice. It depends on the size of the meal. Typically, we're taking it once a day right before the largest meal of our day. Because what's it going to do as we eat that large meal? Maybe it's at lunchtime, maybe it's dinner. It's going to help those post-meal glucose spikes, which is exactly what we want to keep it more even keeled to it, so it converts more to energy. So it's going to decrease those post-meal glucose spikes, reduce the absorption of simple carbohydrates, and it supports healthy blood sugar responses. Have you seen some of the videos of the owners of doTERRA wearing a glucose monitor? It was amazing as they were taking this Metapower system. The results were awesome. Stabilize energy levels throughout the day. I am loving this. I'm absolutely going to be reordering this on Saturday when it becomes available again, the whole set, because I can't live without it. I feel so different after my meals. I feel satiated. I feel like I don't have to push more, and I'm definitely not reaching for dessert as much.
Amazing. So the final piece of this system is the Metapower Advantage. Now, this is the one that really is going to improve your health span. So we've used that word a few times now, and I just want to clarify what that term actually means. So you think about maybe some of the people that you know that are getting older, maybe getting into their 70s, 80s, maybe even their 90s. And I want you to think about their quality of life. I want you to think about what is their physical ability as compared to when they were maybe 50 years old. What is their ability to go out and do the things that they love, maybe go on a walk or go fishing or just play outside with the grandkids or the great grandkids, can't talk, or have these people more or less been, sitting in an armchair for the past however many years, spending those final years of their life with really a poor quality of life. So our lifespan is how long we live, but our health span is really measuring the quality of our life. And so this product is all about improving that biological aging and the health span. It's going to help with cognitive function. It's going to help with lean muscle and connective tissue, and it's going to improve skin elasticity and firmness. Now, there's a lot of ingredients in this, so we are going to dig into this one a little bit deeper.
So I'm going to be totally honest. I've taken collagen for a couple of years now. Been very happy with the one I was taking a powder form, taking a grass-fed bovine collagen, thought I was doing great. And comes doTERRA with the real research. I love it, but I'm okay. I'm okay to always know better, do better. And in this instance, this is exactly what I'm doing. I now know better about collagen. I had no idea that there should be different types of collagen because that increases the bioavailability for my body and able to use it. And there's a lot, like, how like years ago, essential oils became all the hit, popping up in all the stores? Well, it seems like collagen is the same way. Every company, everybody's got collagen. Have it on a cool spoon, liquid, have it this way. No, it's all a gimmick, guys. This is the real deal. This is sourced from 9 different types of marine collagen, ethically sourced from fish in Italy. So this explains exactly what these different types do. And again, it increases the bioavailability of them. It is not only a lot of the collagen that we're taking is just for the kind of the beauty effect, the skin, nails, and hair, which is what most people are reaching for. This takes it beyond that. We're now getting more into the joint support, normal brain aging support. Like, these are amazing collagen species that are in this blend that we have available to us.
But there is way more to the Metapower advantage than just the collagen. There's actually 11 other key ingredients in here. And if you do even a little bit of reading about longevity or aging, health span, all of these terms, so many of these ingredients pop up in the research that has been coming out on this topic. So I'm not going to talk about all of these. I'll leave it on the screen for everybody to kind of read, but I do want to draw your attention to one that you'll see on here called nicotinamide mononucleotide, or NMN. And if you hear us just saying NMN, you know why. It's because that whole other thing is a mouthful. It's just easier to call it NMN. Now, NMN is what's known as a precursor to something called NAD+. Now, NAD+ is one of maybe the most abundant molecule in our bodies. And it is necessary for our cells to go through the process of creating energy. In other words, without NAD, we would quite literally be dead. It is absolutely essential. And what happens is, starting from the time that we're in our 20s, the amount of NAD that we have in our body decreases. Now, I've seen a few different statistics, but by the time you're somewhere around 50, the amount of NAD that you have in your body is half of what it was when you were 20. So imagine why you feel so different as you're getting older, right? Why you don't have that energy, why you feel like, you know, you can't kind of bounce back as quickly as you used to, or you can't kind of keep going through the whole day, power through and then be active at night. NAD is one of those key molecules, and increasing the amount of NAD in our bodies is absolutely essential. So honestly, when I saw this product, I was more excited about the NMN than the collagen. I know a lot of people see this and they see it as a collagen product. I was doing proverbial cartwheels, not actual cartwheels. Those my body still can't do anymore. But I was so excited for that NMN because of what it does. There's also so much else in here. We could easily do an entire class on just these supplements, but just know that they were chosen based on the latest and most cutting edge research coming out of institutions like Harvard Medical School.
Okay, so this is just laying out all of the things, all of the products, that product isn't the right word, all the ingredients in Metapower Advantage. If we actually spaced it all out and kind of added it all up, we'd be looking at about a $314 value of the ingredients that are in this product, between the collagen and the NMN and everything else. We're actually getting it for $84.50, and that's for a month's supply. That is kind of insane. And I am so thankful that doTERRA took the time in developing this to make sure everything is sourced correctly and making sure that they can give us an amazingly clean and effective, naturally safe and effective product that is absolutely at a reasonable price that we can bring it into our homes. Because look, we're all struggling right now. And this is something that we all need, I think, to get out of what we've been struggling with. This is the answer. And it's at a price that we can make doable for our families right now.
I love it. And one thing I forgot to mention, most of the NMN that you even see out there is synthetic. doTERRA has managed to get us a natural version of NMN, which is absolutely amazing and mind-blowing.
You can scroll other websites where you can get NMN, and it is not it, guys.
So we have this complete system, and it's really designed to be used as a system, not individual one-off products once in a while. So we want to dig in a little bit more to exactly how you can use these to maximize the benefit.
So we're going to go through like what a daily kind of routine is like. So this little set of little beauties here are what you're going to customize to what you need throughout your day. And it's going to look differently each day, because I've been doing this now for 7 days straight. I know what I'm reaching for. Some days I am reaching for this satiety gum. Some days I'm not. Some days I'm popping beadlets. Every day I'm definitely using the oil in my water. And some days I'm popping the soft gels. It's just kind of listening to my body. So these 4 products are going to be what you want in your toolkit, but you're not going to go through them each at equal times, or it's not a quote unquote 1 month supply. One of these may last you 1 month, 2 months, who knows, depending on what you use it in your daily routine. And I love that it's kind of customizable, that some people might not like gum. I do. And I actually love this one, but you're going to see what you need. Some days might be harder. You may be in an office full of, treats and donuts. You may be popping some more. It's going to be what you need it to be.
All right. So step 2 of this is the Metapower Assist. So like Trisha mentioned earlier, the Metapower Assist is really designed to be taken about 15 to 30 minutes before your largest meal of the day. Now, for some people that may be lunch, for other people that may be dinner. You kind of have to know what your routine is. Now, for somebody who really feels like they have a lot of ground to make up, maybe because they really have not done the best job taking care of themselves, their movement level has been low, maybe they're overweight, maybe their blood sugar is really out of control, those people may want to consider even taking the Metapower Assist with every meal, at least for the first little bit, to really help stabilize that blood sugar. So it can be taken more than once a day for what we're calling the super users.
Now, your Metapower Advantage, I've been taking it every morning. Definitely going to want to put it into cold water. There is a reason for that. With the marine-based collagen, we do not want it in hot liquids. There's very delicate ingredients in this that the hot liquid can alter. So we definitely want it in cold water. I just put it in cold water. Some people have been adding it to their smoothies. You can shake it vigorously in a shaker bottle, or you can get one of those little emulsifiers, or it's a frother on Amazon, and just kind of blend it up, or put it in a blender, blend it, whatever you got to do. Shake it up though, and drink it down in about like 8 ounces of water, and enjoy it. It has a citrus taste. It's not like the sweetest juice that I've ever had that I want to keep drinking because it doesn't have sugar in it, but it's totally palatable. Now, if you find you're taking it for a few days and, hey, I'm not really feeling all that energy that you guys are talking about, try switching to trying it at night. See how your body does with it at night. There's no right or wrong. It's what your body needs.
Absolutely. So to kind of summarize, this is a sample of what a daily schedule might look like with Metapower. Now, hopefully we'll say this enough times that it really sinks in. It has to be customized to what is going to work for you. So if you need help with that process, that's what we're here for, is to help you figure out how to customize this so you are getting the maximum results. But for example, you might start your day with a couple drops of the Metapower oil in your water. I actually like to combine the Advantage along with a couple drops of the oil blend. So I take that first thing in the morning. You can do a Metapower soft gel with your Lifelong Vitality. I actually take my Lifelong Vitality supplements in the afternoon. So this is not exactly what I do personally. Lunch is generally my largest meal. So I take my Metapower Assist before lunch, and then I take a soft gel after lunch and continue using the oil throughout the afternoon. If for you, dinner is your largest meal, then you would take the Metapower Assist in the evening and consider taking a soft gel after dinner. And then if you are a late night snacker, like my husband tends to be, using that gum or the beadlets to help curb those, late night snacky cravings is going to be so helpful, because it's really not good for our bodies to eat right before we go to bed. It's really not doing our metabolism any favors.
I love the dancing pictures. Yes. So how do we get started? The good news is we are recording this only 2 days away from the time that you can bring this into your homes. So starting October 1st, 2022, this whole system will be available to you to purchase. You can purchase it as a customer already, still the same price, $179. But if you are a new person to doTERRA that wants to just take this as their first step into this whole world of natural solutions and health and wellness, then it's the same price, $179. It covers the cost. There's no membership fee. There will be no shipping fee with that. Like, everything is in there, and you get started with the coaching, with monthly challenges, with this amazing support group that Rachel and I can get you started with immediately. So we're so excited that this is available finally to everybody.
Yes, we can't wait to link arms with you and have you join us on this amazing journey. I know both of us are feeling amazing on this system. My husband is using it too and is begrudgingly admitting that he actually does feel a lot better. And so we can't wait to add your testimonial to all of the growing list of stories that we have been hearing in the past couple of weeks.
Absolutely. It's an exciting time. I really feel like coming out of this 2-year period, this is exactly what everyone needs. And it's like a just sent from above, I think. It's just amazing. And I'm so thankful doTERRA took the time and research to make sure it was so super clean, to check all the boxes, a truly revolutionary product that is patent pending. So it's a very exciting time to be a part of doTERRA.
Yes. All right. If you've got any questions or you're ready to get started, reach back out to us and we will send you the link. And you will have these products very soon.